Hi everyone, it's Sherry. Good morning. Um, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. And I, on my channel, I have a playlist called My Grief Journey, which I've been doing this about a week now, and I come on and I have told my journey. I've told everything, everything that's happening with my journey, and I've told things that help me, things that haven't, things that make me angry, things. So, if you're new here, I would invite you to go back and look at my other videos, especially the very first one. It's called My Grief Journey #1, and I'm only saying that just so I don't repeat every single thing. And I will say my husband passed away in September of 2024. So it's been a journey ever since. But I did want to bring up now just something. Of course, Christmas, we're right here. It's right here. And I know Christmas is such a hard time. And I work at Amazon and it's very busy time. But at Christmas, so many things, it's hard, it's lonely, and I have found something that I've been doing this month, and I'm just going to let you know what it is, and if it can help you, I hope it does. But I will let you know what I'm doing. I have to every day, especially, we have good days and bad, and on the really bad days, and on the days that you're feeling really overwhelmed, sad, not, but basically since December 1st, what I've started doing every day, I make a conscious decision every day to say at least one thing about that day that is a positive thing. And sometimes, sometimes it's a really rough day, and I can only find one thing. But I have found that when I do that, I will find more. I will just, there will be more and more. And that helps. That absolutely helps. The other thing that I have started doing every single day, especially through this month of December, that is such a very difficult month, is every day, no matter how I'm feeling, good day, bad day, whatever, I count my blessings, because it's so easy. It's so easy to think about everything you've lost and not think about your blessings. And it's very easy to do that. And but when you start counting your blessings and looking around and saying, you know what, like in my case, I have 4 beautiful grandchildren, and I have a really good best friend, and once you start counting your blessings, you realize everything you do have. And yes, I've lost a great deal, but I still have a lot to be grateful for. So basically, it's keeping a positive attitude. It's counting your blessings, and always trying to think of something positive for the day, and have at least one thing every day. So that being said, that's my tips for this morning. However, I do want to tell you something really funny. And laughter's good. Laughter is really good. And the story I'm fixing to tell you was in the video that I wanted to upload 2 days ago, and it got deleted. The video got deleted before the upload went through, and so it was just a nightmare. But anyhow, I want to tell you this story because it makes me laugh, and maybe I can make you laugh, and it's good to laugh. So, in my very, very first video, I mentioned that that I had taken a bus tour on vacation. And, like I said, I'm not going to explain the whole thing again. But in saying that, I said that was I mentioned that was one of the first things that I did to, to have fun. Well, I remembered that wasn't. And so I wanted to bring up what actually happened. For the first 6 months, really, I did not do anything but just go to work, come home, hide out in my house as much as possible, go to the grocery store. But I wasn't doing anything to have fun. It was like I was not allowing myself to have a good time. I wasn't allowing myself to smile. In my mind, I felt like if I was having fun, if I was laughing, giggling, that I was somehow disrespecting my husband's memory. And so I had to allow myself to have a good time. Well, what I did, the very first thing I did that actually was something that I did just for me to have fun, I went roller skating. And I just turned, at the time, I was 61. I just turned 62, so I was 61. And I had not roller skated since my early 20s. Well, I wanted to go roller skating. I wanted to do it. I did it way back then. I skated good back in my 20s. I thought skating would be like riding a bike. Once you've done it, and you're good, and you'll remember it and everything. Doesn't work like that. And I found that out. So I took my granddaughter, she's 11. I took her roller skating, and I actually did have a lot of fun. And I can remember, she's really good. She's really a good skater. But I remember actually physically going around the corner of the roller rink, around, the each end's got the rounded corner, oval corner, whatever. Anyway, but I remember going around that corner and thinking, I'm physically turning a corner, but I was also turning a corner in my grief journey because I was allowing myself to have fun. And I was having fun. I was having fun. I was smiling. I was laughing. And that I went that time, had a good time with her, and I didn't fall. That was the most important thing. But I did want to bring up something. I found out something really interesting about skating now versus when I was in my 20s. They have something really, really cool now. It's called a skate mate. And if you don't know what a skate mate is, it looks like a walker. It's made of PVC pipe. It looks kind of like a walker, except it's in a triangle, and it's on wheels. It's made to help mainly kids learning how to. And I'm sorry if you hear that. That's my cats. They're fighting. And anyway, it's made for kids, teaching them how to skate and everything. This old lady got her a skate mate. Oh, it was so funny. I mean, I do think adults use them that are either returning to skating or have never skated, but it just, I mean, I'm out there in the skating rink with all these kids zooming around me, and I'm on this little thing looks like a car. And it was so funny, but I only used it a little while, and then I set it aside, and then I was okay. But I did not fall that time. But I just thought that thing was thought that was cool as hell. Excuse my language, but that was cool. We didn't have that when I was a kid. We just had to go out there and bust our butt and we'd fall, and there we go. So anyway, it was cool. Well, then I went. I enjoyed it, so I wanted to go again. So I went the second time. I took my granddaughter again and her brother, my grandson, and we went. Had a good time that time. It was a little bit more crowded. When it gets crowded, it was making me a little nervous. But anyway, we had a good time. I did not fall. My poor little grandson, he fell so many times. But boy, he would hit that ground and jump right back up. He was, and me, I was terrified of falling because I ain't going to be jumping right back up. It's just going to be, no, I'm down for the count. Well, we had a good time that time, and I didn't fall. Everything was great. But I knew that I wanted to go when there wasn't a bunch of kids there. And because it is heck trying to not hit kids. I mean, I had a kid fall right in front of me, and I'm zooming, trying to get away from them, and everything, because I didn't want to fall on top of them. And, it's like playing, it's like dodging them. Boom, 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 and they're probably thinking, look, oh, watch out for the old lady. Here comes the old lady. Anyway, then they had a ladies' night, and I said, oh, I want to go to that because there's going to be no children there. And so one of my coworkers went with me, and we were having fun until she fell. And she fell and hurt her wrist, and it wasn't long after that we left. And I didn't fall, but I felt so bad for her because, she really wanted to go have a good time. I told her it's fun, and then she fell. Well, so I thought that's not the end of my skating story, though. Then I'll go one more time. And I went and took my other two grandchildren that I hadn't taken. Well, this was a disaster from the word go. We go in there, and those two got out started skating. Within the first 20 minutes, they had both fallen. And I mentioned my other grandson fell a bunch, and every time he fell, he would just jump right back up. These two, they fell, and they were done. They were like, I don't like this. I'm not having fun. I'm ready to go. And we weren't there but like 20 minutes, and I hadn't even hardly skated. And so I was like, we're not going. Y'all can go play some video games or whatever, but I'm not leaving yet. Well, I should have left when they first asked. I just should have, because it just got worse and worse. Then I fell. Well, when I fell, I thought I broke my tailbone. It was a hard fall. I fell, boom, right on my butt. And then I hit hard, and then I fell backwards, and I hit my head. And the thing, anyway, I did hurt. And my little grandson, I'm just laying there. It was like right at where the carpet and the rink, start where the rink starts and the carpet's there, and I wasn't like out in the middle of the skating rink, but I just laid there, and my little grandson sees me and he comes up and he goes, "Gammy, are you okay?" I said, "No, just leave me alone a minute." Well, I didn't break my tailbone, thank goodness. I did not. But it was badly bruised, and so, but I still wanted to go skating again. I didn't want to give it up completely, but I knew that had to get healed before. Well, anyway, so I went, and I know this video is going to be longer because of these stories, but I went and I bought a pair of shorts, and these shorts are padded. I mean, I've got padding clear across my bottom. I can't break my tailbone in those. I got padding in my hips, on my thighs, on the side. I am padded up all over the place. It looks like I'm wrapped in bubble wrap. Oh my goodness. It's so funny. And I have not gone skating yet since I bought those shorts, but I'm going to wear them, I'm sure, underneath whatever I wear. But you're going to see these little lumps everywhere. It's hilarious. It's so funny. And, but I just had to tell that story because it was so funny, and it made me laugh so bad. But skating as a 61-year-old person, now 62, way different than in the 20s. So, I'm still going to try it though. I'm going to keep on. I'm going to wear my bubble wrap shorts. They're not really bubble wrap, but it makes me think of that. I think they're biker shorts, some kind of biker shorts that's got padding all on them. Well, anyway, excuse me. Anyway, I'm gonna get away from all the joke and all of that and just for a minute, and get more into get back into the grief part just for a minute. I hope I made somebody laugh with that story. I know that grief is very hard, and I know we don't laugh. We don't laugh much, and it's even harder at Christmas. So I hope it made somebody laugh. I mean, I'll laugh at myself. I don't mind at all. I'll laugh at myself. And you're in luck because I have another one. I mean, I've been trying to make videos for 2 days, so I have these. But something funny happened yesterday. So first of all, anybody that watches me, follows my videos, knows I have 3 sayings. The first one is, it's okay to not be okay. And I like that saying because we put so much pressure on ourselves to always be okay. And, people ask, are you okay? Is everything okay? And we generally go, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Even though we're lying. So many times we're just saying we're okay when we're not. But it's okay to be okay. It is okay to cry. Never feel like you're a failure if you've had a bad day. And I think as far as grief goes, there's no such thing as a failure. It's a journey. It's an individual journey, and we all go through a journey together. Well, anyway, the other sayings that I have, I said I have 3 sayings. The other one, grief never ends. That is another one that I say a lot. It changes. It continually changes as time goes by and as we go through our journey. But grief never ends. It will always be there in some form. And then the other thing that I really love is love never dies. Our love never dies. Our loved one may have passed it on, but the love is still there for them and for us. Okay? They still love us and we still love them. So it's the love never dies. But I want to get back to the first statement. It's okay to not be okay. Well, in one thing I do crafts. I have started crafting to try to keep my mind busy, and I've said all, in that first video I go over all of that, and I think it's a good idea to find something to do to keep you occupied. Well, in my case it was crafts. Well, one of my crafts I do is t-shirts. I've been making t-shirts, and I'm not even selling them. I'm just doing it as a hobby. But I decided that I wanted to make me a t-shirt that said it's okay to not be okay. Well, I go online and I find the design that I want, and I have a sublimation printer, and I printed out my design. I go to my heat press. I'm going to put that on the t-shirt, and I'm going to have me a t-shirt that says it's okay to not be okay. Well, I did everything, I turned on my heat press. I got everything all ready. And then I put it for 60 seconds and put the pressure on it. Then when it's done, I take that thing off. There's like the sublimation paper you got to pull off, to see your print. And I pulled that off, and I looked at that. Now remember, it said it's okay to not be okay. And I put that on my t-shirt upside down. I mean, could it be any funnier? I mean, it's saying it's okay to not be okay, and I was not okay when I made the shirt. It's just like, I as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm going to make me another one. And everybody I've told that story to says, you've got to wear that shirt because it's perfect. Because it's, not only saying it's okay to not be okay, but you might be upside down sometimes too. Anyway. I've been laughing over that one for a while. I mean, I do some silly, crazy things from time to time. Anyway. So, with that being said, this video is getting really long. I knew it would because I hadn't made one in 2 days, and I knew that although I did want to talk some serious stuff about grief and about Christmas and everything, and tell you that about to count your blessings and all of that, I also wanted to tell you my 2 funny stories. I want to give you it was funny. Excuse me. And so this video I will upload tonight. Well, not tonight, this afternoon, around probably 6:30 Central Standard Time. And so hopefully it will be uploaded by then. And I hope everybody watches it, and I hope you get something out of it. With Christmas being so close, it's getting, it gets hard. It gets really hard. So everyone be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And definitely, if you like the video, like it. Hit the like. Also, if you want to leave a comment. Also, you can subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, then, you will get, and if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you will get notified anytime I post a video. Okay? So anyway, like I said, have a very blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow.